India's subsidiary business and operations. May I request Mr. Soumitra Dey to present flower and Uttoriya to Dr. Nawar Raja Khatiwala. May I request Dr. D.N. Nam to present flower and Uttoriya to Noxx. Sir, please come. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
After the lunch, you are all here. So, can we start the program?
Yes.
Are you ready? Yes. Please take your seat. I'll now request Dr. Huang, who is the managing director of the wastewater treatment company in Taiwan, but he is now in India. So, I'll request Dr. Huang to present for 15 minutes. Please.
Gentlemen, I know it's always difficult to have this kind of lecture after lunch. Okay, so I just have a quick introduction about myself. My name is Yuren Huang. I have a PhD in environmental engineering. My thesis is in the wastewater treatment. So right now I am in charge, from Taiwan side, I'm in charge of R&D department. But in India, I am in charge of Indian business. We have, every year we have our own subsidiary registered in Chennai. And we have another branch office, right now is in Ahmedabad. Okay, so since I only have 15 minutes, so I will make it quick. So regarding Everclear, we are like a technology-oriented company. So which means, in a very simple way, like we also support some companies. For example, they have some wastewater challenges, or they have some like water recycle challenges. We support them to identify what kind of technologies we need, what kind of equipment we need. Give them the solution. We not only give some equipment, we give them solutions. So that's why we are going to have one R&D department in Taiwan, now HQ. And even though right now, when we want to start our Indian business, we also work with some other some institute in India, like IIT Madras. And right now, I'm about to sign an MOU with another Chennai institute. So we love to work with the local research institute, so which we can, bring some benefits. Okay? We can contribute some technology to India side, because India, you can say, like environment and also like challenges kind of totally different from Taiwan. So that's why we want to, really try to figure out how to get the benefits from both sides. Okay, so currently we have finished the project in 15 countries, 15. So of course in Southeast Asia, and since we also have we are running a business in India, and also we are also looking for the market in Middle East. So let's talk about the wastewater treatment, because my first time to India is in 2012. And be 14 years back. So because we have received one inquiry regarding some CTP project. So we are kind of, to us, at that time from the newspaper, see like, India is kind of emerging country, and for the water treatment, the government is not like really looking at this part. So when I came here, we start to see, there are some like officers, some like industrials and some members from the society, they do care about the environment, so that they want to do some research. Found the research, and we do the piloting, and then we scale up the project. So that was my first time to India. And so also after that I joined the Latin delegation, and I remember my first time to join the exhibition in India. The word I learned is price sensitive, because they non-stop, all the visitors, they told me India is a very price sensitive market. So we should try to bring down all the capex, all the opex to as low as possible. And it would be possible to have the business in India. So after that, we are started thinking of what would be the real model we are able to do in India, because we know that this kind of investment in the, let's say, water treatment system, most of the, I would say the owners, they don't want to waste their money in the water treatment, because there will be some deduction of the profit, and because this is not into any production. So this is, I would say this is my observation in 10 years back. But in these 2 years, after we really start to run a business here, a lot of new generations, they really, they are willing to invest more in this kind of environment technologies. So they have more like careless, in this kind of environmental protection. So to us, this is good news, even for the government side. Right now in India, we are promoting, government is promoting like zero liquid discharge. So I think this is good. Because right now I'm based in Chennai. All the new ETP, even all the STP, ETP in the industrial side, zero liquid discharge. You don't have any choice. Yeah, so I think this is very good, in the environmental protection part. But when we look back into the, we can say like water treatment. So I prefer we can see in the four like perspective. The number one is that how to invest this kind of water treatment technology or systems to get connected to the global market. And the second is how to here, the second one is I say is zero downtime. Means like because we all know like for the industries mostly we need the water. If we don't have sufficient water, we are facing the downtime issue. So this is my purpose. We have to ensure sufficient sufficient water for our process. And the third one is the resource recovery. I think this is something I want to highlight in my speech. And the last one is regulatory survival. Because we see like a CPCB, they have the guidelines for the wastewater norms. So minimum we have to achieve the norms. We are able to survive. Without industry, we are able to survive. So the number one is the global market access. So here I just highlight one very typical case regarding the ZDHC. Zero discharge of hazardous chemicals. I think if you are into the textile, in the tannery, or in some fashion industry, so maybe you have heard about this DDHC. The first time we have heard this DDHC was when we were executing one textile ETP project. Because they said they have to, their customer, they join this DDHC. And they have a very strictly guidelines regarding this kind of chemicals. So we have to follow the ZDHC or the guidelines to design the ETP properly. So and because they are because of that they are able to connect to this kind of global market, and even because they care about this part, they are able to supply their product to like Nike, Adidas, this kind of big brand, because they care about this kind of chemicals. They care about their water recycle, and they care about their ESG. Okay, so for this particular project we have done in Vietnam. So of course it's something big project. So the capacity is 7,500 cubic per day. But in this project we have to fulfill the Vietnam norms, and also we have to fulfill their request of the customer, minimum 50% water recovery. Okay, so we have to fulfill both, and we have to ensure all the discharge qualities have to fulfill of their DDHC requirements. So this is a project we've done in Vietnam. So we see like the reverse flow wastewater and the recycled water. We have the UFR system, and we recycle the treated water and back to the process. This is our, you can say like some case study regarding this kind of DDHC. Okay, so this is the output quality, and I want to talk about technology not much, but I would say for this one would be you can say like some flagship project until now, because I have never seen in India they treated the quality as good as this plant. Yeah. And the second one is about the zero liquid discharge. Right? I have spoken to my friend, and he is one American. I met him in some exhibition, so we had some discussion. He asked me about our business in India. I told him India is like we don't need to care. We don't need to worry about the effluent, because here mostly we do a zero liquid discharge. And the American, he said, wow, it's very high energy intensive treatment process. And I told him because it depends on your choice. India, especially Tamil Nadu, there's a water shortage state, and so many industries, they have no choice. Yeah, so they decide, water is more precious than the electricity. So it's all about a choice. But without the water, so the factory, they cannot run, so they cannot do production. So that is because of that issue, the natural resources is a shortage. So they have decided, okay, we go with the zero liquid discharge. We are willing to invest more electricity during the production. Okay, so this is also very critical currently in India, because if we want to achieve that, we have to use a lot of energy, and how to effectively reduce the energy we need in the water treatment. This is also very critical. And the third one is the resource recovery. So I just share with you some case study probably in my past experience. For example, the number one, electroplanting. So in Taiwan, so actually in Taiwan we have very strong recycling system. For example, for electroplanting, they will get a lot of heavy metal wastewater. But in Taiwan, in Taiwan for most of the electroplanting, they are also MSME. But there will be some, either this kind of factory or there will be some recycler. They invest in this kind of heavy metal recycle, and then they can refine this kind of wastewater, and to get this a high even one way is to get this kind of for example for the copper or nickel. So you can get it in this kind of the powder form or in the liquid form. Either one is fine. Even for if we are talking about this kind of heavy metal recycle, for example, a semiconductor. So right now India is on the fast track to set up a lot of a semiconductor fab. So there they also use a lot of this kind of precious metal. So this is for this kind of, I would say what Dr. Ghosh has mentioned, this kind of circular economy that should be established in India, because for example our mindset even this kind of American company, European company, or a Chinese company, we have they were, in the factory or in this kind of factory design. So they already assume there should be some recycler doing this kind of recycle business. And because, for example, I have some like Indian Chinese friends. They come to invest. They want to invest in India, and they are doing business with like an American company of this kind of European companies. And this company, they have a very strong like ESG requirement. So, which means that all the wastewater, all the waste, they should find some recycler to do proper treatment. But they cannot find, this recycler in India, so they are kind of stuck. Because right now, globally, we are looking for like a China plus one. And India is a huge potential to join this, to join this game. But because of that, they are not able to invest here. So kind of stuck. So because even though they have a lot of pressure in running business in mainland China, because like the American, they want to get rid of mainland China product. So they have to shift their manufacture to some other countries. So to us, this is a very India side, we seem like we are losing these kind of opportunities. Okay. Also for the renewable energy, I know like India right now we have going to have a lot of like food waste, this kind of renewable energy. So right now in Taiwan we are also trying to promote the same strategy. So I think maybe in Taiwan we are a very small island. So 99% of our natural resources we have to import it from other countries, even for the electricities. So we import a lot of like natural gas, like coals from different countries. So we don't have our own energy. So right now government we are promoting renewable energy. So right now the new guidelines, even for the food industry, no matter the scale. So government is trying to give some subsidy to this MSME. They have to set up this kind of anaerobic system to get the renewable energy. So I think this is also something we can think, because you see, like this is one calculation I have done previously. This case study is from one chemical industry. So if I convert their treatment process from aerobic system to anaerobic plus aerobic system, so yearly they are able to have a cost difference about 25 million Taiwan dollars. So it's about ACR. So this is the saving they're able to get. Yeah. So that's why government is right now is kind of promoting this kind of green technologies. Yeah. Okay. And also like we are so I'll just give you this part. Okay. So the last one is about regular survival. So in different countries we have like different regulations. And I know like India for we have different norms because it depends on different sectors, government have their norms. And this is a project we have done in Ahmedabad. So because this project, for this project is 100% about the government's regulatory survival, because they want to fulfill the norms. So and they have tried more than 5 years. They cannot find proper solutions. I mean the feasible solutions. Okay, so we have done the piloting, and then we use a lot of data to convince them, because we have done this kind of project we have finished this kind of technology for more than 60 projects. So to us this is very mature technologies. So we do the demonstration, we even invite the NIRU to do the validation, because we believe this is the right way to demo our technology. Because we see like the new technology, we should try to localize it, find some third party, because everything is new. Everything new should find some third party to validate, and then we do the piloting, invite the third party to do, and then we scale up. That will be the same thing we are doing That's, for example, we are trying to collaborate with IIT Madras. We have some technologies, we do a demo, and we invite them to validate our technology. And then we are able to convince the Indian factories, because when we are doing this project, we have to invite all the members, not all, we invite 5 society members to come to mainland China to see our site. We have to convince them. So I think so for this one, so to me, like in conclusion, like India right now we are in economically we are going very, very fast. But apart from that, apart from the economy, we should think how to recycle, reuse all these kind of waste. Because you see, unless we are trying to do something about that, and we are able to join this kind of global market. Otherwise, we are only able to sell this kind of low-end product, and you see, I would say, like a very, very less profit. I think this is for the long-term development. That's not, especially for this kind of family business. This would have been a very nice choice. Okay, I think I am running out of time. So thank you so much for your listening, and I'm here to wait for your comments and also any questions. Thank you so much.
Now I request Professor Howrah to please present your 15 minutes presentation.
Thank you so much. So I guess this must be the last presentation. So I will call. This is not Subhasukal, right? Okay. Thank you so much, Professor Ghosh, for this wonderful opportunity. Can I go to my slide? Yeah, it's there. I've given you this morning. Nowraj, version 1. Yeah. NRK version 1. See the last slide. Okay. So it is wonderful to come to Kolkata. Although my original house is very near to West Bengal, near Siliguri. Okay. So, and I know many of you have been to Nepal already. Okay. So this is I have a very brief presentation here. So I would just like to talk about the situation of MSME in Nepal. Okay, I belong to one of the institute. It's called Nepal Development Research Institute. We are a policy research institute in Nepal. Okay, so I have got a few topics as shown in this slide. So I would just like to start with similar to other countries, like there was a case from Philippines and Indonesia and Vietnam. So our MSME represent, like micro industry is less than NPR 2 million. This is according to the Industrial Enterprise Act. So, and cottage industry is skill related local base. This is listed in Schedule 2. And small industry is less than 150 million Nepali rupees. And medium industry is 150 to 500 million, and large is greater than 500 million. So I think all of you know the conversion rate for Nepali currency, and 1 Indian rupees is 1.6 Nepali rupees at the moment. And then if you look at the dollar, 1 US dollar is 150 NPR. So I mean, although this is not like other country, India has got a slightly high standard, but we're a bit low. So this, if you look at the government, structure, we don't have the, Ministry of SMEs, MSMEs, but we have this, Ministry of Industry, Commerce and Supplies, and there is a Department of Industry, and there is a very special micro cottage and small industry promotion center. Okay, so this gives you the structure, and then we have on the private sector. This is Federation of Nepalese Chamber of Commerce and Industry. This looks after all the industrial sector, especially the large industries. And this is your here the similar to FOSMI, we have the Federation of Nepalese Cottage and Small Industries, and so they have got the offices in the all 7 provinces. So, and then we did in my institute, this Nepal Development Research Institute, we have been doing one study, and we got a support from IDRC Canada. That is, and then our framework is we made this risk framework that is related to wage, rent, interest, supply, technology, and support. So this on this framework we conducted a study promoting innovation and inclusion in growth potential enterprise in Nepal. So this was a 3-year long project, and then it was funded by IDRC, as I said already, and then we were collaborating with the ministry and other entities. So I just like to give you some our perspective for these MSMEs, and this has been very well documented in National Economic Transformation 2030 or NET 2030 they say, and then this sets a direction for the MSMEs. So this is similar to other country, as I said before. So currently MSME contribute 22% of the national GDP, and then about 1.7 million jobs are created by SMEs. And then of course on the legal side still this is in the informal sector, so like you say here, about 49% of the establishments are yet to register. So the point is this is the overview kind of, and then this document also develops 10 key focal areas, and one of them that is MSMEs and startup. So and then this has quoted one of the let's say the international best practice. The case of India. So it says in this document that your what you are doing in MSME sector in India. So we would like to learn from this. And then like you have, there's a target of $5 trillion economic target also is there. So we'd just like to see the international best practices, and then we would like to learn from the case of India also. So this is the roadmap for execution roadmap for MSME. So this is lists activity, ownership, KPIs, and so on. Similarly, this is for the startup and innovation. A similar thing is there. And then, so I would just like to highlight one of the another document. This is Doing Good Index. If you are yet to know about this, the whole document is available in the internet. You can see. And then this, I was also involved in the few years ago in doing the survey and then evaluating the different situation in different countries. Like for example, one of the output was this. For example, the countries listed, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, not doing much, but like Nepal, Cambodia, even India, Thailand, doing okay. And then doing better, of course, the Philippines, Malaysia, Korea, and so on. And doing wonderfully well was Singapore and Taiwan. Our colleague from Taiwan is here. So this was a kind of very good document which gives you the comparison between the different countries. Now I would just like to ask you a question. So only listening, maybe you are very tired. So the question here is, I would like to know from you, if you have already some idea, which country has the highest per capita startup in the world? Any submission? Maybe I can offer you a prize. Colleagues at the back, I need your attention here. Which country has the highest per capita startup in the world? Sorry, any idea? Okay. So this is, I will tell you, if you don't know, this is Israel. Okay? And then in Israel, what they say is, there is one startup for 1,400 people. We are very low. Nepal, we have only one startup so far for 100,000 people. Okay, and then I had a wonderful chance to meet His Excellency Ambassador of Israel to Nepal a few years ago, and I was there to talk about this book, okay, written by one of the Nobel laureate, and it talks in this book that the Ministry of Education in Israel invited Daniel Kahneman, to do a study how to improve the creative thinking and lateral thinking in high school, education. So, and then I talked to this, and then he provided me this book as a gift. And if you are not familiar with this book, I would like to suggest you to go through it. This is a wonderful book. It talks about the startup, how they are doing in Israel, why they are becoming number one in in the whole world regarding the startup. Okay. So with this note, I would just like to conclude few things regarding government entities, practitioners, academia, think tanks, and so on. And finally, I would like to say this to you. Maybe our saying is similar. Sunyalai sunko mala, bhanyalai fulko mala. You can read that in Bengali. Okay. So with this offer, to you, sunko mala to you, sonar mala to you, I would like to conclude here. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Navaraj Khatiwala. So you know that as online system is not quite okay here, so in that way we have to say no to the speaker of Philippines and Serbia. So now we will start the panel discussion, and I'll request once again the foreign expert to come. Hand microphone for the audience and one microphone for the stage. We are now on the last stage of our technical discussion, panel discussion. So we heard 5 speakers from different countries, and we have some idea about what is happening in those countries and where we can have some collaborative approach for the MSMEs. I will request the audience to please come with the question. Any question is there submitted by anybody? Only one question I have. Somebody has given. So I request Mr. Nirvan Ghosh. Please take your microphone and put the question. And the question, and to whom your question is.
Any panelist. My question is, actually I belongs to leather industries, and we have a huge quantity of leather waste along with some cotton waste and polyester waste also. So how do we manage it? Is it any way to no waste policies which you have in this context?
What is your unit? It's tanning?
No, it's manufacturing of leather goods.
That means leather fabrication?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What is your existing waste management? Tell us first. What do you do?
We just scrap it, and it's somebody taken it and throw it to the wasteland.
What type of waste is the waste at those? Like it is a cutting?
Yes, cutting parts.
Anybody is interested to answer?
Dada.
I didn't take care of this thing, but I know we call a composite material. Composite material is fiber and plastic. So your leather might be with plastic and has electricity. So that can be ball, something like a golf ball, something ball shell, cushion material, but that need a university type to do research. Now I don't have an answer.
Okay, thank you.
Wang, do you have any idea?
So to me, I know like if we're talking about this kind of waste treatment, so unfortunately, what I have heard is like for this kind of cutting waste, right now still we cannot find this kind of proper way to try to recycle it. But only maybe some handicraft they will use this kind of cutting part to have some like some swirling or something. And maybe some composting, maybe some possibility, but in my understanding there should be some mixture like a material, because for example for this kind of composting we cannot handle, we have to control the moisture, so there can be some dry mixture, okay, and also I know some like this kind of cutting machine. So for example, like my friend, they into this kind of cutting. So they will try their best, try to using this kind of design to reduce this kind of cutting part.
Yes.
Yeah, this is how I know in my area. Yeah. So maybe just for your reference. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. But I have a question to you. How much is the production and how much is the waste?
If I utilize 1,000 square foot of leather, the wastage is not in the square foot, it is in kgs. So something like that, it is 5 kg to 8 kgs.
So 5 kg to 8 kg of
Small
waste.
parts of leather.
5 kg to 8 kg of waste from how much kg of leather? However, that means you don't have the data.
No, you don't have that. Yes.
That means you are not interested to treat that waste. If you want to treat that waste, you must have the right data.
Okay.
And then only you can think of any treatment. But look, as per my knowledge goes, the leather waste, there are a lot of scopes for additive with different bindings and then making the sheet. It's not a leather sheet, but it's a composite sheet. So first you take the data whether that composite sheet material will be beneficial with respect to the quantity of waste you are generating.
Okay.
And the second thing is try whether it is possible to reduce the waste generation. Because if it is only say 0.1% and 0.2%, then you have to accept that waste generation. But if it is 5% or 10%, then you have to look into it. And you have to do the research and do the right thing. Because leather, there are types of leathers. So if you want any suggestion, first you have to know what type of leather. Right? So there are a lot of questions. So if you are interested, you can contact me later on. With all the data, then we can have a solution. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other question? Any other question from the house? Okay. Do you have any question to our house? Any specific question from the panelists?
So, connecting to the previous question here on the management of leather industry related waste, right? And then, like Professor Ghosh said, question to the audience. My question is, you have some issues, some problem, you would like to manage your waste. but how well you are connected to the university, you know. So the point is, because the university student would like to do some research as their master project or their PhD dissertation project and like that. So are you connected to the university, you know, system or the university student, because they are looking for research project. For example, this even the leather, you know, industry related. If you ask a student to do a kind of study, Professor Ghosh was saying, maybe that would serve the two purpose. One is they meet their, you know, dissertation, they get their degree, and at the same time they do research for you, almost for free. So that is my point, connecting to the university or the student.
You know that my point is, students are not the right solution group for giving any solution for the industry problems. But they can only study, they can only get some idea about what is happening. But one has to have the expertise for giving the solution. However, I am coming to the next, yeah, Mr. Roy.
We have made an MOU with GIS, and they have said that to send this kind of problem, whatever problem, as you rightly said, the students will take it up. With the help of the professors, they will come out with a solution which can perhaps help the industry.
Yeah, I heard CEOs were saying, so please raise your point, what was the concern? You can come forward.
Countries regarding the export of the pharmaceutical products. What are the entry points to your countries for finished formulations? Any country like Taiwan or?
And what type of pharmaceutical product?
This is sterile products, injections, and large volume parenterals. Maybe or solutions, glucose and sodium chlorides, or the large volume of antibacterials like levofloxacins and oxyfloxacins, which are high-end antibiotics.
For human use or animal use?
Pardon me, sir?
For human use or for animal use or for chemical use. For example, antibacterial material. Then for what type of subject to use?
No, this is all API bulk material. It is basically we buy the bulk and make it the finished formulations. It's comes to the chemical synthesis in process, then the bulk is made, the product bulk. From the bulk, we make the formulations. So we procure the finished bulk.
This question is, who are your target group for?
Yeah, in those countries, who are the target? Because you must have hospitals and institutions and the patients segment. You have the health ministry there.
Human consumption, right?
It is for the human.
Yeah, that's a need a lot of registration requirement. So behind your product as toxicology paper, also efficiency, also treatment report. So this kind of business is very difficult. So it's for small or medium size, I would suggest just drop this case. This is impossible to export to other countries. So don't touch human data registration. That's the most high level. You should consider animal treatment or plant or other somewhere treatment. In human, that's the most high level. So if you want single pure chemical used in the human, don't think about this. That's already feel a lot of drop. Yes. So think that somewhere in plastic or textile industry or something treatment.
What is the scope for the medical equipment, devices?
Yeah, I think
think that industry here, so it's better.
It's in India. We found something is a good opportunity. We call it protection gear. Protection gear. So means that's just on surface, like socks or foot protection or arm protection to support the patient. So don't go into the body, just body outside. So like arm support or waist support or shoes support. This is a big market.
I think this is non-invasive means.
Yeah, for sport use. The future you going to have a lot of people want to ride bicycle, any kind of sport. So I saw that your children, they don't have a helmet. They ride a bicycle, they don't have a helmet. So you should make a small children, age 2 or age 3, that kind of helmet, also cooling down helmet for small baby use helmet. And second, elder people, their waist support or something, heavy worker, this kind of thing is easy and so much marketing. So you should doing some bandage or waist support. This is the thing, and for arm support. Yeah. So I see this is a huge market. Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Rod.
I have one question and one observation. Drawing shading knives for the printing industry. Yes, I grind the knives and dust is generated. Steel dust, high quality steel dust. I have not found out a way to recycle the steel dust because the dust in my kind of industry, they throw it away. The foundries don't take it because the moment you put the steel dust in the foundry, the temperature burns it up. So they are not interested. So how can one utilize and bring it into the mainstream to recycle the steel dust? During the lean months, I generate about 35 kgs of steel dust. During the seasonal, it's a seasonal variation, especially November, December, January, February, I generate anywhere between 50 to 60 kgs of steel dust, depending on the amount of work I do. So in a year, more than half a ton of steel dust is generated, but I don't know how to utilize it. This is one question. I have an observation which I'll say later.
Can you repeat?
It is high quality steel dust because it's grinding.
Steel
Dust. Steel dust.
use the steel dust to remove the pen surface, like the rust. They want to get out the rust. They will use a square high pressure to heat the surface. Yes, so you collection the big one, and they has a value to resell to the remove the painting or surface treatment. They want to buy this thing.
Like sandblasting.
Yes, sandblasting and sandpaper.
Sandpaper,
Yes, sandpaper you put on the rubber or fabric surface, so they will be at the wood polish or any kind of stone polish, very good refined material. So you should use your byproduct to do this.
Okay, thank you. That gives me ideas. Very good, very good suggestion. And one observation is, Madam Professor Eliza, I just spoke to her, the crackers that we ate, all of them said they were very tasty. So in India, it does have a market. This is an observation. and can have micro women entrepreneurs to turn rice husk into those crackers which can be marketed. I have already told her we can be in touch, and this is just an observation. Thank you.
That steel scent, you use a similar, like make a brake, car brake disc. So you make a composite material, and that material disc, it's like a
It's a
knife
breakthrough.
or polish, make a dish that type. So with a saw, high speed saw, you have a little dust. So that's a very strong remove surface.
Okay.
So you should use that to do that industry supplier. Yeah, that's very good work. Yeah. Or shine your knife. We mixing with the stone. So it's a good work. Yeah, rubbing material or shaping your knife. So you should use that.
Every abrasive.
Yes.
Thank you.
But of course, these are not your work. You have to have some other vendor, because this much of material may not be beneficial.
May
You
not be
can
sufficient.
develop some vendor for this type.
Yes.
Yeah, please. You want to say something? Okay. Huh? You want to say something? All right.
I am Ramesh Chandra Sarkar. Kolkata Airport. I did my BE Electrical from United Work. In United Work, sir, from Nepal, 4 seats are there. Government of Nepal took 4 seats, 4 boys and girls at United Work, my college, in our college. And from Bhutan, there are 4. 8 are in the United Work. They are doing the BE Electrical. So I am a principal of government ITI. From there, labor is prepared. I am preparing the labor manpower, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Director General of Training, New Delhi, Government of India, and my headquarters here in Kolkata is Karikari Bhavan. I am the principal of government ITI, preparing the labor. Sir, my question to you, Sir, Nepal, Sir, National, Sir, how to get more job, more consultancy work in Nepal and Bhutan, sir? I was in Siliguri 10 years, posted through Government of West Bengal Technical Education Training Department at Shevak Road, Domai, near Bhaktinagar Police Station. And from that, I used to, Saturday or Sunday, used to go to Nepal. And Saturday, Sunday, I used to go to from Hashimara to Bhutan. And Noxx to Nepal, sir. Sir, I want to get, so here is no, sir, air passes.
However, your question is
Problem is
how to get, excuse me, your question is how to get more consultancy job from Nepal and Bhutan, right?
Yes, sir.
Question. And you said that these students from Nepal and Bhutan, they completed their study or they are
Study. Each and every year they are first year in first semester they are getting the seat, 4th seat.
You're right. So this is, sometimes they
Get
get
me that boys and girls are 8 boys and girls are with me. They
Okay.
come to back to Nepal. They come to back to Bhutan.
Okay.
So they that 4 and 4 not fulfill the Bhutan or Nepal. So they need more engineers, more consultant in electrical engineering field in Bhutan and Nepal.
You're right.
Sir, I am 10 years and stay in principal as ITI, government ITI, Siliguri, 10 years. I used to go from Hashimara to Bhutan and national.
Excuse me, sir. We could understand your point. Okay, now let him reply.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, what I suggest you is, in Nepal currently there are many hydropower projects ongoing, okay? And then there are, few Indian big companies are also working. For example, KEC International is one company I know. They are working in Nepal, they are putting up the high tension line and so on. And there are other Indian companies as well. They are working in Nepal. So the point is, I think, to get access, one of the idea could be in touch with KEC International and other companies. Sometimes they are asking me to provide engineers and like that. They can't get the engineers, the required manpower, very easily. So if you are in touch with them, or if you are, be in touch with me also, so I can also let you know some of the avenues and opportunities which are happening. Thank you. Sure. I will be in touch with you. Thank you.
Thank you. So now, yeah, you have a point. Please come forward. Please come forward.
To Dr. Howard Low. Sir, you were from Taiwan Technical Textile Association, okay? I also attach with technical textiles. So, my question is that, can you guide me for high quality aluminum filtration fabric, coated and non-coated heat insulation fabric made by fiberglass or other fabric up to 1100 degree temperature? That is possible from your country. I want to import that material.
Facing made in China low price strategy. So if you're looking for low price, you should go to China. The Taiwan always a little bit expensive and premium product. So if you're looking for large quantity and reasonable price, you should go to China. I don't have a right answer. But are you looking for high quality and premium product? We
want high quality actually. Price is a matter, but I think Taiwan material is more good than China.
So you contact at the customer shop. I work at the company. My colleagues will be introduced what kind of glass fiber.
Please you give me one your card and visiting card, and I will contact you. Okay, sir?
Later I give you my business card. You can talk to my colleagues at the coin counter. So
Thank you.
All right. So any other point from anybody? Yeah.
On Taiwan. Sir, I want to get the more do my project or work in renewable energy at Taiwan. Taiwan, because more it is very less power project at Taiwan.
Yeah.
As per data given by
Sir, I have answer for you. If we want to get anything, we have a center at Park Hotel, Indo-Taiwan Cooperation, some agency. Please get in touch with them. And if you want to get some job or this type of consultancy,
yes, sir.
They are the right organization to direct you. And India has a very good relation with Taiwan. There is Indo-Taiwan Cooperation Agency is there, which is run by the government of Taiwan and government of India. So you check the website, it is available. and you can contact them. They are not the right person to tell you anything. I can give them the microphone.
That your area, I know you have a lot of bamboo, so it's called a National Bamboo Mission. And many years ago, we tried to develop the northeast region, that area like Mizoram and Assam, that area, bamboo, all the bamboo resource is at this area. So including Bhutan, Nepal, they also has a lot of bamboo resource. And second resource, you have a lot of manpower. You have a good manpower. So I will encourage your young men learning 2 languages. One is English, one is Mandarin. Okay. Your area has a lot of Buddhism want to go to there for tourists.